Woo! Yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Hello, and welcome to Reading with Drew. I'm Drew. Me. I am. Not you. Me. I'm Drew. Okay? And I've got a book here. It's called DogBreath Victorious. And it is it is an awesome book. Full of good great mischief and things and jamming. Okay, so let's do this. We are currently on chapter 20, and we're getting towards the end of the book. Still a few more chapters left, but let's see what happens next. Okay. Woo! Timmer, Star Baby, Music Man, open up the sleepy peepers, man. Take a look at what's on Mr. Television. The voice came from far, far away through layers of fog and fatigue. Slowly I rose to the surface. I tried to open my eyes, but they felt glued shut. I felt hands shaking me roughly. I felt a raspy tongue slobbering across my cheeks and hot doggy breath in my face. I forced my eyes open, a tiny slit. For a minute, I couldn't remember where I was. Slowly, awareness seeped in. I was at Ziggy's place, sleeping on the lumpiest futon in lumpy futon history. Howie was straddling me, blissfully licking my loathly face. Ziggy stood next to him, shaking my arm. I heard the mumble of the little TV set. Ziggy shoved a glass of Tang into my hand. Howie bumped it and nearly slopped it all over me, the blanket and the lumpy futon. Ziggy punched my shoulder and said, "Dude, you gotta see this, bruh." I rolled over and coughed. The lake hadn't agreed with my upper respiratory system. I opened my eyes and Millie slit wider and focused weakly on the TV with its little clump of aluminum foil bunched around the top of the rabbit ears. There was some footage of a rock band on the screen and a commentator's voice. The surprise hit of the evening. Farland Chang was there with our camera crew and has this report. Farland? Blow-dried azioid American dude, so out he was and came slithering onto the screen. Oh, okay, I get it. Kathy, Saturday night. The Dirt Club, Seattle's premier rock music venue, was the loudest scene of a surprise upset in a hotly contested local battle of the bands. Appearing out of nowhere to sweep the competition was the astonishing new group, the Angry Housewives, a sensational all-girl band who ripped up the place with their hilarious bad-to-the-bone rendition of a song, which we can only refer to on screen as "Eat Your Blankety-Blank Cornflakes." And like a combination of Julius Caesar and Cinderella, they came, they sang, they conquered, and they disappeared before anybody could find out who they really are. So, 2,000 flushes, Numsit, Charmin, and Brillo, whoever you are, wherever you are, you won the contest, and we all expect you back next week for the finals. Lewd Fingers, owner of the Dirt Club, says his office and the Rocket are being besieged by phone calls and requests to find out more about this hot new group. And the Rocket is planning to run a special 2-page interview and article. Back to you, Kathy. The blonde cone core person shook her head wearily, laughing with her co-anchor. Eat your cornflakes. What'll they think of next, Farland? In other news, police are still searching for a young man who tied up late-night traffic when he dangled off the University Bridge 2 nights ago and then plunged into the lake. According to a apparent suicide note discovered in this bridge mailbox addressed to Raquel Welch, the person may go by the name of, hard to read his handwriting, Jiminy Geralthal. There, they started running the videotape of me clinging on to the bridge deck high in the air. Fortunately, the searchlight had been so bright on my face, and I had been so far away from the live from 5 video cam, you couldn't really tell it was me too much. The anchor continued. Attempts to drag the lake bottom have not turned up any body yet, but the search will continue. If you recognize this person, please call the Seattle police and say no crime was committed. But jumping from the Seattle Bridge is punishable by a fine and imprisonment if the presiding judge determines that life or limb was endangered by the person's act. Oh my goodness, said Ziggy. grabbed my tang and finished it in one gulp. Do you have anything to eat around here? I croaked. Doritos, peanut butter. You want some peanut butter, bro? It's a little bit old, though. Skip it, I said. Don't you have any bacon and eggs or something? You know I'm vegetarian, man, said Ziggy huffily. Another anchor, Harry Wappler, came on the screen, looking like he was getting ready to announce the end of the world.
We interrupt the new news for a live King 5 exclusive news bulletin. King 5's reporters have discovered that 2000 Flushes, the leader of the smash hit band The Angry Housewives, is actually a mature Seattle woman named Beverly Thurvar, aka 2000 Flushes. We take you live to the scene outside Miss Thurvar's attractive Monthly residence.
Whoa, what time is it, man? I croaked. It's 10 a.m. Monday morning, dude. You've been asleep for like half a day and like another half a day. As I lay there trying to take everything in, suddenly there on the screen was outside of our house. There was a smallish mob of teenagers outside milling around calling for my mom to come out. Then the Monaco drove up and Mom got out carrying a bag of groceries, mostly boxes of macaroni and cheese. When she saw the rabble, she tried to get back into the car, but the reporter ran over and shoved the microphone in her face. Hello, Miss Thurvar. May I call you to 2000 Flushes? What? My mother croaked. Oh my gosh, those bikers that followed us home last night, they must have told where we live. How does it feel to be a famous rock star? What? My mother repeated, even more dazed. Looks like you've got a little fan club already, said Farlang Chang. Huh, said my mother. My life is getting better and better. Excuse me, said the reporter. Suddenly, my mom jumped back into the Montego, slammed the door, got in the motor, and peeled out of the driveway before the crowd could stop her. The reporter looked at the camera. Sudden fame is not always easy to handle. Join us live at 7 tonight when psychologist Majori Mamet discusses strategies for stressless success. This is Farland Chang, live from TV5. Back to you, Kathy. Just then, the street door to Zig's apartment was heard by us to slam open. Several hundred pairs of loud, clumpy shoes were heard by us to thunder up the stairs. Ziggy's face went white, even whiter than usual. It's the fans, Timmy. They found us. They're going to murder us. Quick, block the door. Kill Howard. Kill! Ziggy went and tried to block the door. Howard sat there, panting, smiling, his tongue hanging out. The door banged open anyway, scattering Ziggy like a leaf in an autumnal blast. Toddy and Flipper stormed into the bleak apartment like twin Zeus the Thunderers. They had both shaved their heads bald. You're bald, man, hiccuped Ziggy. You're wearing all black. We're mourning for our life, shouted Toddy. Flipper held up a copy of Rocket and shook it in our faces. Look, man, look! The Rocket just came out. Special edition. Look who's plastered all over the front cover. We duly looked, and it was my incognito mom, plus her 3 friends dressed in their grunge gear, who were plastered all over the cover. The picture was a candid news shot of the angry housewives at the Dirt Club, with Jetta screaming and throwing cornflakes. The headline reading, Frantic Floozy, Chantuis Fims, Fan Flames of Fiercely Flailing Phanomaniacs. Details inside. These guys work fast, bro, said Ziggy. We flipped open the paper and read, Far and away, the most exciting band to emerge from Saturday's contest was the Angry Housewives. The all-gal group with a kamikaze cutting-edge style stunned the crowd at the Dirt Club. Lead singer Numsit screamed like a banshee, lurching about the stage, hurling abuse and cornflakes at the thunderstruck crowd. Also of interest was the debut group DogBreath, featuring a real live dog, a very interesting Phoebe Fortier doing vocal chores on Hell School, and the first ever mosh pit dive by a drummer where nobody in the underwhelmed crowd bothered to catch the diver. I hate the press, said Ziggy. Nice, huh? Said Toddy. Real nice. Me, I'm moving to Tacoma, said Flipper. I can't even go on stage around here anymore. I get laughed out of town. You guys, Ziggy said. You're both kick-ass musicians. You guys are the breath of DogBreath. We can't go on without you. What's to go on? DogBreath stinks, said Toddy. We're leaving. Yeah, said Flipper. Look at old Tim here. He's totally demoralized and debased and humiliated and raped and pillaged. None of us will ever play again. We're through, bro. They turned to leave. Just then, Ziggy's dad hollered from the main house. Donna Mache, coming across the Sigmund. Ziggy can't afford a phone, and his dad won't pay to have one put in Ziggy's apartment garage. But last year, his dad rigged up a clothesline and a pulley and a basket so that he could send the cellular phone out to the garage if there's a call for Ziggy. There was a call for Ziggy. Hello? Said Ziggy into the phone. Oh, hi, Miss Judas. Here, Tim, it's your mom. I'm not speaking to her ever again, I said bleakly. He's not speaking to you, Miss Judas. Okay, what? From whom? Are you putting me on? What's the best phone number? Okay, thanks. Ziggy turned to us and slightly looked into his eye. DogBreath is in the finals. We're in the finals, man. Supposed to call lewd fingers, though. Ziggy punched in the numbers 3 times before he got through. He was so nervous. Hello, Mr. Fingers. This is Sigmund Jones, drummer of DogBreath. You called? Ziggy sat and listened for a moment. All right, fabuloso. Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, next Saturday night at 8. And don't be late. See ya. We're in, fellas, crowed Zig. We made the contest, and this time we're gonna win. A little side note here. A late movie actor named Don Ameche once played the role of Alexander Graham Bell in a biopic. Hence, older Americans used to refer to the telephone as a Don Ameche. Alright. How in the name of Jimmy did we make it? We did horrible, said Toddy. By default, boys, by default. The 3 runner-ups all got disqualified. Beata Tomboy Sundown accidentally crushed her lead guitarist in a mosh pit. Paper Cuts had all their equipment stolen. Swollen Monkeys had all their equipment repossessed. We're next on the lineup. And if we really practice hard this week, Flipper said, maybe we can win. Against this, are you brain damaged? Asked Toddy, waving the rocket in front of me. Look at this. The Angry Housewives. They, drove everybody around the band, and it was like second coming. I don't know, I don't know. They could do no wrong. We don't have a chance. Oh, and guess what, lads? Said Ziggy. Guess whose mother is in the rhythm guitars for the Angry Housewives? Who? Chorused Toddy and Flipper. Miss Beverly Judas Therefall, senior mother to our little friend Timmer here. What? Chorused Toddy and Flipper, spinning to look at me with gimlet eyes. Whatever those are. What? That band is your mother? Slowly they turned step by step. We ought to kill you with our band. We ought to rip your... said Howie, taking a step toward the boys. The boys took a step back. Watch your tone of voice around Howie, guys. See? Look, they're on the TV, said Ziggy helpfully. They're replaying the newscast. See? Tim's house. See? Tim's mom. See? Tim's mom's driveway. Away from the house very, very fast. Drive, Mom, drive! So that's why she never let us practice in your basement. She was worried about the competition, yelled Flipper. I don't think so, I said. They'll probably drop out before the second contest. They're always dropping out of stuff. Timmer's right, guys. His mom's a flake. She always speaks highly of you, Sigmund, I said. I mean, that is a compliment, Ziggy lied. But we gotta concentrate on trying to win this contest. They really like Phoebe. I think she's the key here. Toddy turned to look at me again. Suddenly, I saw how he might look in 20 years. Fat, mean, bald, mowing his lawn. First things first, man. If we go on with the band, that chick goes. She's out. Ditto for me, said Flipper. I fail to see the problem, Ziggy said. The press loves her. They're picking right up on her. Boy, did they ever, I said. She took off with that critic from Spin. Something inside my chest area did a kind of weird jealousy squeeze as I spoke. Yeah, see, and she's creative. She's weirdly unique. She sings good. The crowd really responds to her. Fine, let them respond to her in some other band, said Flipper. I don't want to be associated as no chick band. I want to play songs about cars and beers and freaking out and weird sex and beating people up and sacrification and diesel fuel and tattoos and stuff. She wants to play songs about love and her damn emotions. Yeah, said Toddy. Love and emotions. What kind of crap is that? Is this not the 21st century? Eh? Are we not men? We are, diva, said Ziggy irrelevantly. You're a ponce, man, said Toddy. Come on, Flipper, let's blow this fruit stand. Are we gonna practice this week? I asked. Call us when your mom's band drops out. Then we'll talk, said Flipper. The angry housewives fudge. He turned to go. Mon Toddy. Loser! Toddy hollered back at me over his shoulder. They clomped down the stairs and disappeared into the gray morning. Screw him! Scream! Hey, man. They got a chance and they're gonna blow it now? And I like Phoebe. Alright, there you have it. That was chapter 20, Dog Breath Victorious. Hope you enjoyed it. It is August 27th. It's already almost September. What happened? What? It was just summer like a second ago. Anyways, yeah. So I hope you have a good day and stuff or whatever. See ya.